Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel.
Hello, my name is Michelle and welcome to my channel. If you like what you see, please join the journey down below. I would be much appreciated if you press a button down there. I would appreciate that very much, so do it. So we got ourselves another Koda bucket list extravaganza. I think that's what I'm calling it now. Is Koda's bucket list extravaganza. Koda hates that I keep saying her name so much. She's like, why? So if you don't know who Koda is, she is my dog. If you haven't seen all those other videos about her, please check them out. There's like 2 other videos out. Koda was recently diagnosed with brain cancer. Koda was only given a few months to live, so it has become my mission to make those the best few months ever. I have compiled a ever-growing bucket list for her of things that I think that she would want to do or have or try before she has to cross over the rainbow bridge. Like most dogs, Koda is very food motivated, and although she is very food motivated, she is also extremely picky. I have gone through countless dog foods and dog treats, and she just refuses to eat them. So this bucket list item is kind of going out on a limb here. I could be just screwing myself. Obviously we all know that the dog food industry is shit. So I wanted to take a stab at making my own treats for her. My mom is really big into making her own dog treats, so she lent me a big folder full of dog treat recipes. I have found a salmon flavored one and a chicken flavored one. Both flavors Koda fancy, so I'm kind of going into this with high hopes. There's no pumpkin or banana or peanut butter. This dog just wants the meats. She wants the meats. So we started off with the salmon one because it seemed like it was the easiest. So during this whole process, I learned one thing, and that is making dog treats is extremely easy and they're very hard to fuck up. So keep that in mind. The salmon one, like I said, is super duper duper easy to make. It is literally 3 ingredients. It was salmon, whole wheat, flour, and eggs. Easy. You'll also want like a mixing bowl and like something to mix with. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So whenever I say it's simple, I really mean it's simple. All you do is you take 2 cans of salmon, or like one of those really big cans of salmon. I had 2 cans of salmon by 2 different brands, so you just do whatever you got in your pantry. You could probably use tuna too if you wanted. I know that, or interchange like any meat in with this. Like if your dog prefers chicken or some other kind of like fish or canned meat, I don't really know what's out there. You're gonna wanna dump those cans into the mixing bowl. Do not drain them. You want the juices and everything to go inside the mixing bowl. After that, I broke up the salmon with like a fork, just broke it up because it's usually in kind of like chunks. So you want to break it up so it's more shredded, and then you add in 2 eggs and mix that very nicely together. Once that's mixed together nicely, you want to add in about 2 cups of the whole wheat flour. I say 2 cups very loosely. I used about 1 3/4 cups. You kind of just want to form a dough. You can make your dough however like dry or wet you want. It's up to you. But I start, like I said, I start off with 1 cup and just gradually added the 2nd cup until I was pleased with what I had. I ended up using the other 4th cup at the end, but you'll see, I'll tell you about that later. So with the flour and all that, you want to mix that together until it's very fully combined. It takes a while. From there, you just want to transfer that to a prepared baking sheet. I just sprayed it with a little olive oil. From there, you want to use your hands to mush it out. I actually used olive oil and sprayed my hands with olive oil and mushed it out that way. Otherwise, it was just sticking to my hand. It was driving me crazy. I can't do it. I know it's really gross to use your hands, but you can use gloves if you want. But I went into the non-glove approach into this situation and got right in there and started flattening out that fucking shit. I flattened that out until I was happy with the thickness. So from there, you want to sprinkle that extra 1/4 of the wheat flour on top until you put like, I covered like the whole thing with flour. And then I think I notice that a lot with dog treats all the time, is they always put like a layer on top and bottom. And then from there, you just want to pop that stinky fish cake right into the oven and cook that for 30 minutes. So while that cooked, I started on the chicken, cut out dog treat recipe. I actually got this recipe from wearenotmartha.com. This is also a very simple recipe and hard to fuck up, but it's just more ingredients. So for this recipe, we'll be using whole wheat flour, all-purpose flour, non-fat dry milk, egg, shredded chicken, shredded carrots, and low sodium chicken broth. You'll also need like a mixing bowl, whisk, and something to mix with. So I use a wooden spatula and then also a rubber spatula. I went back and forth. It was difficult like to mix because it's so chunky with the shredded stuff. And then with this one, you'll also want your oven to be at 350, but my oven was already prepped at 350 at this point. You wanna start off by taking your large mixing bowl and then adding all the dry ingredients to it. So you wanna do you're gonna do 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. You're gonna do 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup of the non-fat dry milk powder. You're gonna whisk them powdery bitches together until they're well combined. Just real quick, doesn't take very long. From there, you wanna add in 1 beaten egg, 1 cup of shredded chicken. I used canned chicken and just broke it up. 1/2 cup of shredded carrot and 3/4 cup of chicken broth. I stirred in between all the ingredients in hopes to help with the mixing process. I think it helped a little bit, but it was still a mess. I felt like I was struggle busting it for sure, stirring that together. Struggle busting so much that eventually I just started using my hands because they just worked better. Once I started to knead, I was able to form a nice dough. And then from there, you wanna prepare a nice clean surface to roll your dough out. So I took a minute and I cleaned off my counter and sprinkled it with the whole wheat flour. I kneaded the dough a little more to make it more pliable. It was like a little sticky, so I kept adding more. So I guess I used more than 1 3/4 cup. I probably used a full 2 cups altogether, plus a 4th cup for on top. So we'll say that now that I think about it, but I just kept adding in until, so it's really, measuring is up to you and how dry or wet you want your dog's treats. I wanted them to be more dry. So, and then it was time to roll them out. I don't have a roller, so I just used the spray olive oil bottle. It worked out literally perfectly. I didn't need a roller. So I rolled them out till they're about this thick. They're pretty, you know, use your judgment. I went with my gut and what I thought was good, and I think they turned out fine. So, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. You just roll until you feel like you don't want to roll no more, okay? Okay there, sweetheart. So I chose a heart shape, a star shape, and a dog bone shape. Cutting these were super fun and actually got me really excited for Christmas. This recipe made a good amount of treats. And the thing that's nice about them is they don't expand, so you can add a lot to 1 cookie tray, which helps in my regard because I only have 1 cookie tray. So once you get your tray filled, you want to pop those in the oven for 30 minutes as well. And let me just tell you, they smell significantly better than the salmon ones. Just saying. Salmon isn't bad, but I love salmon. But canned salmon, a little different. With both the recipes, I kind of let them sit for like an hour or so on the cooling racks. The salmon ones obviously came out like 1 big large treat. So eventually I moved those to a cutting board and cut them with a pizza cutter and then put those into a bag and into the freezer. Then I put the cutouts later into a bag and put those into a refrigerator, and I think those are good up into the refrigerator for 2 months, I think is what I read, 2 to 3 months. So just keep an eye on them. Obviously they do have chicken and carrots in them, so they will mold. So just feed them to your dog, they'll love them. Yeah, so let's go see if she liked them. You want a treat? You want to try one of these? I put them in the bag and I cut them. You want to try one? This is my trail mix. You want to try one of these? Oh. She's really picky, so I don't know if she'll like it or not. They're salmon flavored, Koda. What do you think? What do you think? I can't see. She's taking it, so that's a good sign. It's a good sign. She's going to hoard it for a little while against the pets. Is that good? threw it out of her mouth, so I don't know if that's a good sign. You like it? Yay, winner! She's so picky, so that's good. Yay, Cody! Alright, let's see how she feels about chicken now. What are we gonna give her, a little heart? You wanna try this one? Or is she gonna have water? You wanna try this chicken one? Hold on. This one's chicken though now. This one's different. Uh-oh. Horde mode. For the record, I know I didn't get video of her eating the chicken treat, but I promise she likes them. She was just like, likes to hoard her treats, thinking that the cats wants them. It's just like this battle between her and the cats. If you saw the video I have of her and Max, it's hilarious. So yeah, I hope you like this this Koda's bucket list extravaganza video. I'm really excited that we're getting some of these done. So with that, I hope you like this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, or just one of them. You can just or like or comment or anything you want to do to bring some awareness to this video. I would really appreciate it. I would also like to be able to talk to, but I just don't think that's happening today. So yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.